Welcome, Umoja TWO TV High School Remix Show. I'm Coach Danzy.
And I'm Coach Fuller. Happy MLK Day to all of you out there.
You're watching Umoja TWO TV.
Live with Umoja TWO TV.
This is being brought to you by Umoja TV.
You're watching Umoja TWO TV.
Welcome, Umoja TWO TV. We're back. Triggered it in. Long free by Hotel. Oh, good look.
Back there, let him play through it.
Nick Churdy wide open. Oh, the 4 points! The 6. Oh!
At this point,
I'm telling you. They're in the man-to-man, coach. Oh, nice stopping. Look at LeClaire, coach. Jordan, nice. And slow. Okay, that is Umoja TWO TV. Peace. Okay, we're glad you guys are all back with us for another episode of the Umoja TWO High School Remix Show. We're going to be sharing with you guys some of the activities and games that we have seen last week, and hope you guys enjoy them. Our first one up is going to be CBA versus Columbia. Columbia here trying to battle and close in with the brothers. Rebound by Signor, puts it back in. He played tough against the Blue Devils that game. Inside, you got Peter O'Toole with a nice little jumper. Then we got the Columbia Blue Devils looking to make something happen here. Nice play. Cooper, Swanka.
Nice little backdoor play there.
Yes. And then you got Signor, who was eating all night, coach. He just keep eating. Oh, good pass by Brandon Grimes.
Funny sound kid there. Nice pump fake.
Yes. Columbia tries to keep close with a nice little inline jumper there. They're battling. Uh-oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? Coach, we got a tech here, coach! Wow!
He gave him a
T! Coach, what did he do? What did he do, coach?
I don't know, coach. It looked like he said something that he didn't like.
Oh, wow. You know what? After that tech, coach, they got CBA going. They got Jordan right there finishing and doing what he does, coach. CBA ended up winning that game by a large margin, coach. Ended up being 66 to a lot. So those guys battled. They played tough. Columbia did early on. That technical really shifted the energy for both teams. Before that technical, CBA was still riding around that 8 to 10 area margin, and then that technical just brought to another level. So
True CBA fashion.
yes, to creep up on you. Now, coach, what do you got?
So here, rounding out, we got we got Averill Park against Shen. This was our opportunity to get out and see the Plainsmen. This was our first time seeing the Plainsmen in action. Right now, we start off with the go-to guy for the Plainsmen, Abbas Merchant. And he was filling it up early for the Plainsmen getting out against Averill Park. He had it going. He had his stroke going from the outside, from the inside. In Averill Park, they tried to mount a little something with Zachary Price from the outside, hitting the 3-ball. But Plainsmen kept going back.
Singari
right there with the 3. And then again, Pascucci for the Averill Park tried to keep it close from bombs outside, but again, Sagari was just too much for the Plainsmen. And again, you had Price from the outside trying to keep it close and hang around, but the Plainsmen proved too much from the outside.
Boss Merchant.
Once again, Merchant lighting it up. And then Merchant once again lighting it up. And that's how it was. It was typical fashion. Price again, he was their long ball stroking and trying to get close. They did their best, but it was just too much for the Plainsmen, and Christopher Hubert, 3-ball from the corner pocket. So, yeah, it was typical fashion. Averill Park tried to do whatever they could do and hang around, but the Plainsmen were the Plainsmen.
Yes.
And they came and got it done.
Well, you know, that's what they do. So next up, we have Shaker versus CBA at the Blue Bison's home. And this game was huge for Signor. Signor finished this game with 21 points. There's Wasalo, later on him about his injury, but he kept them pace. He had 13 points. Then we got the monkey in the middle here with the big guys, the Cook to Seymour for 2. Then we got the dump down. Nice. There goes Signor again, Coach, going up against Cook.
Yes, he is, Coach. He had no fear.
Oh, look at Cook with the grab, with his sore hand too, Coach. Nice play by him.
Yeah, silky layup.
Nice pass. Oh, look at the bang, Coach, on the vertex.
The
Wow.
vertical. Yes.
Here we go. Wasalo, a nice pass to, guess who? Signor.
Lele.
Acrobatic by the Blue Bison.
Wow.
Cook. Nice
With the
play.
kiss.
Oh, you can't leave this guy open. Splash!
Ball corner pocket, baby.
All day long. Yo, the CBA closed out late. Right here, that closed any run, any hopes of any run. Wilsillo closes the deal. Wilsillo finished with 13 points. Then we got Signor still eating, Coach. He's not full yet.
Not full. Feed me.
Jordan King finally scored his first field goal with like under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Oh, look at the battle. Look at him. Short O'Toole.
Wow.
Pete O'Toole.
Yeah, strong inside.
Here goes a nasty fall here, Coach. Oh, you see the way?
The ankle.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
What a jab
Yeah,
step.
that looked disgusting there.
it
But I
did.
hope he's all right. Signor closes it out with a nice post and finish drive. Beautiful
nice jump
job.
hook.
Yes, he did. Coach, I mean, CBA battled tough on the other team's court. And that showed a great deal. That showed a great deal of moxie about that team to go into another team's home against those huge trees and come out with a victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we want to mention that Devon Mahoney for Shaker didn't play in that game, and that was a big loss. It was something happened with him prior to the game or something. We got information right up to the game about him.
I mean, like literally minutes before the
tip off that he wasn't going to be able to go tonight, and that was definitely hurt them. Hurt them in trying to compete with CBA. But nothing to take none from CBA. I mean, these guys are on the uptick.
They're fabulous, Coach. I mean, they're fabulous. We got a clip here with Coach Doemel talking about, you know, what he expects from his team day in and day out. So let's take a look at it.
I'm very happy for the kids, but we kind of have a mantra after every game. What's our record? And it's 0-0. Because if you start thinking about how many wins you got, then the loss is right around the corner. You have to keep trying to improve because other teams are improving. There are some tough teams in this league. Even teams that aren't winning a lot are awful tough to play against. So you can't take anything for granted. You got to keep winning.
Okay. Coach, that was Doemel. What are your thoughts on Doemel's answer there?
And, you know, we had an opportunity to cover Doemel and his 300th victory and cover him again and talk to him a little bit. And what I learned about Doemel and what I understand is he keeps it simple.
Yes.
When we talk about the acronym of KISS, keep it simple, stupid, I think he epitomizes that.
Right.
This guy keeps it simple. He says the way we do it is we start off 0-0 again. That's how we keep guys grounded. I thought that philosophy was excellent.
Right. So we got Signor, Coach.
Yes, so I had an opportunity to get out and talk to one of the players who was a player of the game who had 21 points, Signor. And this guy plays like a man inside, no matter what the side. He was going against 6'8", 6'9", and he got it done. Oddly enough, we had a chance to talk to him, and he was bigging up his teammates. Let's take a look.
Our defense is great right now. Coach wants it to be a little better, but it's working great right now. Grimes is playing big roles on defense, guarding the toughest guy, getting their head. He's getting rebounds as a guard, helping me out with rebounds, helping Price out with rebounds. Pete O'Toole's getting rebounds. Jordan King had 6 rebounds tonight. Offensively, Jordan's a great player. It wasn't falling tonight, but he kept shooting. It was great. You gotta let shooters shoot.
Yeah.
Coach, what I noticed about Signor, Coach, he has something similar to Adams. You know how Adams was when he always talked about his teammates and how important they were to the success of their team. I like Signor, man. I like him. I like his humbleness, and I think that's gonna go a long way for a team like CBA.
Absolutely. I mean, he's the guy that definitely stabilizes them inside. He rebounds real hard. He plays tough defense, and he goes at the offense. You heard him later on in the interview, which wasn't pictured. He said I just put it in their chest. I have an older brother who's 6'8", and I just put it in their chest and bump them off balance and go from there.
Right.
So, I mean, you got to like what he brings to the brothers inside. I mean, he's something to work with. And not only does he battle inside, we saw him display a repertoire of moves. We saw him hit the little jump shot, the 8-footer. We saw him do an assist. So we saw several things that he brings to the table. He brings a lot to the table for those guys.
Oh yeah. Okay, we got the standings up now for the Suburban Council, the blue and the gray division, and it's very, very contested up top, Coach. Top heavy right now with a couple teams that are just having a great season thus far. We got CBA in the blue division. They're 8-1. 10-1 overall. So we got a bunch of teams in there, Coach, along with some of the teams in the gray division with Shen leading the pack right now, with Saratoga right behind them in second place. So I think right now, Coach, if it had to be a battle between what division is tougher, I'm going to have to go with the gray division. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, the gray division is extremely tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I can see why you would go with the gray division. Nothing to take away from the blue division at all. But however, the gray division, up and down, I would probably say overall, I'd probably have to give them a nod as well. You know what I mean? But it's to be contested every night. And this is what we're enjoying about covering this season, that every single night there's a tough game for the most part, night in and night out. And you can't peg no one as a runaway favorite with this thing here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
okay, so we're going to go into Umoja 2's TV top 5 dead alive.
Oh, well, yeah, top 5 dead alive, but you got your own and I got mine.
That's right. I told you I'm on. I don't need yours.
I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
We don't think alike.
Not even close.
Not at all.
Not even close.
All right,
not even close. So after the standings gets removed, we'll get to that. Okay, here we go. Umoja 2, top 5.
Now let me say this.
Yes.
As a caveat for the viewers out there, we did our top 5 in secretly. We really didn't know what each other chose. So right now, as you guys are seeing it, I'm seeing what he chose and he's seeing what I'm chose. So
right.
Okay, I see right now is we got Saratoga as number 1. We don't have a
debate there. We don't have a debate there.
You don't have a debate there.
So we do think alike.
Yeah. Did you cheat on my paper? Did you cheat on my paper or
well,
something?
You used to do that a lot in school.
I remember back in math class, you looking at my paper a lot.
Okay, so the next one, Coach, who'd you have?
So I had
CBA.
Right, and I had Shen.
Why?
Because I just think that.
You think Shen is better than CBA at this point in the season?
Well, I think there are two alike type of teams, and with CBA just coming and bouncing back this year, getting the fold, I don't mean to hold that against them because I'm not. But Shen kind of been there, done that. Not as if CBA hasn't, but Shen has been kind of leveled. Losing Hicks last year, of course, was a blow to them. However, and looking out, I just think that for me, Shen right now, I think they is my number 2 team right now. I think they steady the ship. They got the players. They got the coaching. They got all the things right now, and the athleticism that they have. I think right now they're poised to compete. They're my number 2 team right now.
Coach, you got Shen, right? Shen beat some quality teams. They beat Bethlehem and Troy. Good job, Shen. Okay. They lost to Saratoga.
Number 1 team, by the way, that I have.
Yes, I have them too.
Okay.
And they lost to West Geneseo up in the more in the game tournament, and they beat Fairport. And Fairport also lost to Shaker, and Shaker is struggling right now. So I don't know how much credence I give that Fairport victory now. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me talk. You already talked already.
All right, go ahead.
Give me a chance to talk.
Go right ahead.
Now let's look at CBA. CBA beat Saratoga. CBA beat LaSalle, who was honorable mention, and they were 6-0 at the time. In the record. Wait. They beat Colony. They beat Columbia. Columbia is like, that's kind of like, scratch that from the record, okay?
Yeah, please.
They beat Shaker by 10, okay? Now, I can't. I'm looking at two, and they lost, and actually they lost. The Plainsmen beat.
Can you put that top 5 up there real quick again, if you don't mind?
The Plainsmen beat Troy, but the brothers did lose to Troy.
I don't see Colony on that list. You cited as a victory CBA beating Colony. Colony is not in either one of our top 5 right now.
But still, that's not. Oh, they're not a formidable team.
I mean, it's a formidable team, but
that's what we're saying.
You're citing them like they're
you saw the standings,
they're
right?
not even in the top 5.
Did you see the standings?
You cited that win as it was such a big win, but they're not even in the top 5.
Did you see the standings?
That's what I'm saying. They're not.
Did you see the standings?
Colony's not even in your top 5, and you're citing them as this big win. Give us the top 5 again, please, who we have here.
He's not ready.
I'm ready. I'm sorry.
Okay, I got Shen. I got Shen second, and you got CBA third.
Right, so that's a wash here. We kind of already went through that.
I like CBA going a little bit ahead of Shen, but you're a little delusional right now, but that's okay. We're going to 4, Bethlehem. Wow, we both got Bethlehem.
Wow.
That's crazy. All right. You don't have Colony?
Now, hold on. I want to just expound on Bethlehem a little bit further. You could take that down. Thank you. I want to expound on Bethlehem a little bit further.
Well, Michael Otelli being
Well,
down?
I had an opportunity to speak with Coach Iron, and he told me that at that time, this was like several weeks ago, if I remember correctly, he said they were just waiting for the swelling to go down and even see what they were able to do. But he did anticipate him definitely being back before season's end.
Okay.
So with Bethlehem, I'm going to tell you, I got him at number 4 only because they're little stumbles due to injury.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would probably have them higher. I mean, the way A.G. Iron gets those guys playing, I mean, you know, I would probably have those a little higher. I just want to say that. Now, rounding out our top 5, I got the team that you've been beating down.
Who we got? Oh, Troy. I got Troy, coach.
I got Shaker.
Shaker. Wow. Let me go to the stat sheet stuffer.
Well, have at it. Have at it.
Oh, you know what? They're not even on my sheet, so I didn't even have nothing on them. So
figures.
But I do have Troy. So Troy, they lost to Shen by a 1-point margin. Wow, that might have been a call or two that didn't go their way.
Oh, no, all that stuff is a wash. Don't put that stuff in there. That stuff is a wash.
They beat Shaker.
Okay.
I didn't see much height on Troy's team when we go see them.
Point well taken.
They beat CBA, who's ranked 2 and 3 in our poll. Wow, that got to say for something. They lost to Kingston, which is a very good team.
And they just lost again to an injured Riddle, not injured Riddle, but to an injured Michael Ortelli and Bethlehem Eagles.
I didn't get there yet.
I'm there already. They lost. I just want to point that out.
They lost by 2.
Okay, they lost with Ortelli being out.
Well, I heard there was some issues going on with some internal stuff, but I don't know.
Oh, well, Troy did have some. I will grant you that. There was some stuff going on that they were kind of having a little bit of conflict over Twitter or whatever amongst their team, which, you know, may have not played a role in it, but I won't give that too much credence.
Okay. Then you got them beating, they lost to Saratoga in overtime. Taking a number 1 team that we both have in our top 5 to overtime? Wow, that bodes pretty well.
It does. Well, when I look at Shaker, and I think down the line, when it's all said and done, Shaker was without Mahoney against CBA. That was a big loss for them not to have him there. He's their energizer bunny rabbit. He's the guy that gets them going. What I will say is that Shaker is one of those teams that I see where they have the size, they have all the components in place that once they bring it together, I think on any given night, you know, Troy might have snuck that win in early on. I don't think Troy, on any given night, a man to a man, can really compete with Shaker.
That's you saying a lot there.
I
mean, them guards at Troy, you got Merritt and you got Latisse over there.
Their guard play is formidable.
Yeah. And they got Joe Casal too. Once he starts going, I mean, he missed the game that we saw when he lost to Kingston.
That's true.
So
he did play in the Bethlehem game nonetheless.
He did play?
Yeah, he did play. Okay, so just let's clarify that.
They are lacking in the big department. I mean, I will give them that. You know, I mean, they don't have the type of bigs in there that can really. They're young. I think they're in the big department too. I got to look at their roster a little more closely, but.
They have some big wins that you noted there, though.
Yeah.
They have some really big wins against some top opponents. I mean, your point is well taken in the top 5.
And they battle some teams really, really close that they could have went either way.
True.
And they were honorable mentioned early part of the season too in the state rankings. So Troy's a team. If you sleep on them, time sectionals come, you might find yourself home.
Oh, no
watching
question
them.
about it. I mean, in my circles of talking to some of the coaches in the area, they cite Troy as a formidable opponent.
Right.
They don't even come and talk about like, well, if you fall asleep. No, you go in there, you better be ready to play the Trojans because they're ready.
Yeah.
Now, oddly enough, Colony didn't crack either one of our top fives. Wow. Why is that, Coach? Why didn't you crack yours?
Coach, I mean, I just don't like. I need more out of the guard play for the Garden Raiders. I need more because Isaiah Moe, like we talked about before, is doing way too much of the load.
Hold on, Coach. What do you mean way too much of the load? Name some stuff he's doing too much of the load.
I mean, Coach, he's rebounding off the cup, and he's pushing the ball on the break and scoring at the rim.
Scoring at the rim, assist.
Coach, he's taking the ball. The offense is not moving. It's stagnant.
Yes.
He's getting the ball about 3 feet beyond the three-point line
and
throwing up a three. And, summertime I saw it goes in. That's too much work. This guy should be just having a good old time, just demanding that ball in the post area. If the defense dictates them to be outside, then he'll do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's doing a lot. He's assisting, he's rebounding, he's blocking shots, he's scoring, he's mopping the floor, cleaning out the lockers.
Yes.
I mean, he's doing it all. Colony the guard play has to make it easier for him.
Right.
They have to get this guy easier buckets. For when we was out and we saw him, he had to work for every single bucket. I mean, I need more for the Abar brothers. They have to make his job easier. And their job, they have to knock down an outside shot. It begins with them being able to stretch the defense and knock down the outside shot. When we talked to A.G. Iron, Coach Iron, early in the season, you cited the fact in your interview with him that he went into a 3-2. To make Colony shoot the ball. And they handled Colony relatively well.
Yes, they did.
Fast forward into the season, we still see that's Colony's issue. Being able to knock down the outside shot.
Not having Waterman hurt them. Him leaving, transferring to a school, prep school down in Virginia hurt them. Also, I think another key piece to them could be if they develop this kid even more, give him more confidence, is Satin. He's a taller player on their team, but right now he's the best one showing me that he can stroke it from the outside.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if he could get more looks, more touches in the offense, and is feeling free, where he doesn't have to force up shots because he's battling the guards for shots. Maybe you might see a change in their flow of offense and how they maneuver. But until they fix that issue with the guard spot, Coach, I just don't. It's gonna be a hindrance throughout the season.
I'm gonna say one more thing and add on to that. I think from Will Abar has to do a relatively better job of getting inside the interior and putting pressure on the defense. He puts pressure on the defense, but he puts it in a way where he just gets the ball up court. It's kind of like, I show y'all I'm faster than y'all. I got handled. And he gets up in the court and then he settles. I think that's taken away from his attribute, or one of his strengths, which is getting into the interior, causing some mismatches, putting pressure on the defense, having the defense come to him, draw a kick, dip down inside. He needs to do a little bit more of those things and be more of a general on the court if Colony has a chance. Early in the season, we expected Colony to be here. One of the teams that will definitely win. Of course, losing Waterman was an issue.
Yes.
Coach, what you say about Green Tech?
I don't have much to say.
Yeah, I mean, they're a relatively young team.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about them really. I mean, I don't see them nowhere in the mix when it comes sectional time. I just don't see it. They don't feed the bigs enough that they do have. I mean, Rufus McLean should be getting a lot more touches in that offense to open up for the guards. They got the same issue that Colony basically had. They got guards that want to shoot it all the time and not really look to have a cohesiveness. To get things done the proper way. I just don't see it. I mean, then you got some other guys in there that in the forwards and I guess a center role because they really have much height there.
They don't. They're lacking in size a lot this year.
They got some guys that are hungry in that area. Guys blocking shots that we saw one game that we went out to. So they got some athletes. You know what I mean? But I just think they just need to be fed the ball, and the guards need to slow down the shots. I mean, that's what I think. Your shot is not. When I saw it, your shot is not agua. So please settle down. Learn how to run an offense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get your other players involved. That goes for both those guards. They both shot happy. Need to settle down a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe that team might turn the corner a little bit.
I tend to agree. And we want to give a shout out also to some of the other teams, Mohan and Boston Spa.
Yeah, Boston
Spa.
Boston Spa.
John Lee, Coach John Lee out there getting it done.
Yo, he creeping up the standings.
He really is. And you know,
wow.
We was blessed and had the opportunity to get out there and speak with him as far as preseason, and we haven't had a chance to get out. But I've been talking to a couple people in the circles, and they say they're a team that plays hard, and they got some talent on that team that they can make a little bit of noise. Will they be there at the end knocking on the door for a title? No. But they haven't been, you know, this relevant in a long time, so I have to give him a lot of credit.
Right. So, Coach, who do you got? Who else do you think in that we haven't mentioned yet that could possibly make a run?
No, I think we covered the gamut.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered the gamut. I think there's some teams out there that, you know, any given night we can't fall asleep on, like a Mohan. You know, they took some teams to the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think, Coach, this is probably one of those years, Coach, that it could be literally 7 or 8 teams that can probably sneak in there and get some wins during sectional time.
Absolutely.
And might pull an upset if one of these top teams are not prepared or suffer injury, or something like that, Coach. That you can see something change dramatically in the seedings or within the sectional.
Yeah, but nonetheless, what you see at the top and what's really relevant at the top is going to be a fun-filled season to look forward to, Coach. Definitely.
I can't wait to go see some of those guys out there. There's a few teams we haven't seen yet, Coach, that we got to get out there and cover.
Definitely.
So be on the lookout for Umoja 2 TV out there in your high school gym. Please remember to like, share, and follow and subscribe to Umoja 2 TV on all the social networks. Coach, the New York State rankings came out last week. I believe they do them now and they come out tomorrow.
Okay.
So the next ones will be out tomorrow. But last week, Saratoga held serve, beating Troy in an overtime victory. They were number 22 last year. So I see them maybe itching up maybe 1 or 2 spots. Seems like the Section 2 people, not Section 2, the New York State sports writers don't respect Section 2 at all. I mean, I don't see what that's all about. CBA's been stuck at Honorable Mention for like 3 weeks now. So
maybe they get some love coming up.
Yeah, maybe, hopefully. Then you got Shaker, who is number 24. They will definitely be sliding out of the top 25. They will be going.
Yeah, they will be out of the top 25.
See you later.
Yeah.
Shen is number 25, the last team in the top 25, New York State rankings. They might get a bump, or they might stay at 25. So, we possibly gonna have 2 teams ranked in the top 25 on the next rankings that come out tomorrow. I don't mention that week was CBA, Colony, and LaSalle. So Colony's been in the ranking, out, and then in and out again. So they've been double dutching.
I presume they're gonna be out for a while.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really interesting to see how they pull that thing together over there and get the things going in the right direction.
I mean, if you got a coach that can probably pull it together, you got Coach Daggs, who's a veteran that might can get them guys, turn the right way. They got some quality, they got some good wins. You know what I mean?
Right, they're workable.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they're definitely workable. However, when I seen them go against some of the better competition in the division, they appear to struggle a lot more. And they got to figure out where their scoring going to come from. They got to figure out where the scoring going to come from, because when you
other than Mr. Mo.
Absolutely, because when you look at that team, you got to say, okay, this guy might have a decent night, but where's their consistent scoring going to come? The guards are quick, but they're not. They're small in size. They're not big. So getting into the interior and getting layups and different things.
And that hurts them defensively too. Because when we went to the Bethlehem game, those guys were playing tough defense up in your stuff.
Right.
But they saw over the top of them so easy. Just tossing the ball right over the top of their head.
Toss the ball over their head. And that's what you saw. It was putting a nice pressure on them.
Yeah.
But when you got there, it was, okay, let me just throw it over your head.
I can see, I got all the time in the world to just look around and throw it to whoever I want.
And when you play fundamentally sound teams who are not going to do dumb stuff with the ball, that makes it so much easier.
That's right.
Okay? That's what you have. And those teams at the top are fundamentally sound teams. When you start talking about the CBAs of the world, the Saratogas of the world, and the Shen of the world, you're talking about fundamentally sound teams. The kind of basketball we love.
That's right.
We love that kind of basketball.
Right. And Saratoga, Coach, I mean, you got 5, 6, 7 guys that can carry the load offensively for them
Oh, absolutely.
Any given night.
Nick Churdy.
Yeah.
Brian Hart.
Yes.
Matt Larkin.
Yeah, AJ Lawton.
AJ Lawton.
Yeah. Matt Larkin.
Yeah.
I mean, coach, and you got the young sophomore there, Adrian Holmes. That
Yes.
kid right there.
Yes.
He can give you work. You know what I mean? So
they have it. And
Usher, man, he's blessed right now with some quality guys. After having a great player since last year with Adam Anderson. You know what I mean? And they're coming back to be blessed with a bunch of guys here that can he can use multiple guys to fill that one role that Adam provided last year.
Now I won't hold you though. I definitely won't hold you. I like CBA. I do, because from a man to a man, when you talk about Peter O'Toole, I mean, this guy is like ox when he plays inside. And you talking about Signor, another ox. And then we got a chance to see the Wusu. Say his name for me, Coach Kid.
Wusulo.
Sound like you're doing a meditation. Wusulo.
Yeah.
But we got a chance to see him out. He was silky smooth. And then we didn't get to the point guard, Jordan King. And then Cofield. I mean,
You got guys come off the bench that didn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, CBA's they're bad.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got quality guys. Coach, like Coach Doemel said, he had one of his players, his backup guards, Boyer, he was hurt. So in that game against Shaker, he lost both of his guards. Brandon Grimes, who plays sensational.
He did.
He got in foul trouble. So he had to take his point guards out the game.
He sure did.
He had no point guard out there.
Out there. You're right.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
he still was able to mount some favorable for his team. You know
Absolutely, because it's Coach Doemel. Really though. At the end of the day, it's Coach Doemel. So this is a guy who's been in those situations, know how to make strategic moves, know how to play the chess game, put pieces here, put pieces there, improvise here and there for guys in foul trouble or different things of that nature.
Right.
He knows how to keep those pieces together, and that makes a world of difference. And so absolutely.
Okay. All right, Coach. You got anything else that's pressing on your mind, your heart, that you want to say to the people?
My top 5 was better than yours. That's all.
We're gonna let the people decide. I want you guys to decide who had the best top 5. Come on, give us a comment.
Yeah, we definitely want you to decide. Do you
Please participate.
Battle, debate with me, him, whatever.
You don't want to debate
matter.
with me. Yeah, you're going to lose. You don't want that.
It's easy for me. I don't know about you guys. So, yeah.
But like I said before, please like, share, comment, subscribe to us on all the social media outlets. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We love to see you, hear from you.
Please, we're out here covering these kids, giving them light, giving them love, letting them display their talents. And for nothing, you got to understand, they're getting interviews, so they're getting the opportunity to display a little bit of interview skills. So show us some love out there.
Yes, sir. All right, Umoja 2 TV High School Remix Show. Good night. Peace.
Peace.